Bronies in the audio said that the cloppers are people who clop to My Little Pony, obviously. Howard Stern, I guess, asked those bronies if they did clop to My Little Pony. And, big shocker, those bronies have more balls than you, Poe, because they admit that they do clop to My Little Pony. It takes a strong man, or in this case, it takes a strong brony to tell the truth about themselves.
That didn't sound like an opinion. That sounded like an accusation. Unless you know something the rest of us don't, there's no way to know if Poe is a clopper or not. So, unless you have, what's the word you keep saying? Proof? Please keep everything to an opinion, please.
And before you say, well, not every brony clops,
I don't judge everyone. Move on.
Number 2. All bronies are furries. Very incorrect.
Poe, there is a thing called similarity. Bronies and furries may be somewhat different from each other, but they do a lot of things that make them similar in almost every way. They watch TV shows, they watch cartoons, they draw fan pictures, they wear costumes, they even go to conventions.
Wow, that was a nice explanation right there. You explained a lot and everything except for one thing. The entire point he made there. How does what you just said make every brony a furry?
I know that there are some furries out there that are really sick and that they fap to animals, like the cloppers.
Skipping this.
You probably think all furries are sick freaks that condone bestiality.
Research is a good thing. If you had looked at Poe's videos before this, you'd know that he claims to be a furry. So why would he imply that all furries are fur fags? Wouldn't make any sense. Please, do some research before your videos. Well, this is the end of part 1. On to part 2!
Most of my brony friends are not furries. Only like 30% or 20% of the brony fandom has furries in it. And now for brony stereotype number 3. They all want to have sex with the characters on the show. This usually comes from the people who think that Pony Thread Simulator is actually legit, when it isn't. It's all a joke.
He answered that at the exact same time that you had the words on your screen. Are you really that dumb?
Joke, except for like a couple. It's true that there are those sort of weird people on 4chan, but...
Yeah, because everybody knows that 4chan is a website that has a lot of weirdos doing weird shit. What a way to make the bronies look sane.
What did describing what people think of people on 4chan have to do with anything? Did that even have a point?
Mainly, it's not that. They're just joking around. You know, like... The joke, I want to come in Rainbow Dash. That's a joke.
So, are you implying that everything sexual from the bronies and My Little Pony is a joke?
No, he's saying things that are obviously a joke or said sarcastically are. But, like Sheldon, you don't seem to be able to grasp sarcasm, so why am I even explaining it to you?
If that's true, E621 must be a really hilarious website.
You don't get to use sarcasm till you learn how to spot it.
Brony stereotype number 4. All bronies are neck-bearded man-children. This one, it entertains me so much because these haters that say this, they don't realize who they're insulting. They're insulting Gabe Newell, Andrew WK, let's see who else. Possibly Stephen Colbert, I'm not quite sure. Weird Al, yeah. Who else? Seth Green. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wait a second. Are you comparing Seth Green and Weird Al to man-children?
Completely missed what he was saying again, I see. Not that it's a surprise. He's saying that all of those celebrities are believed to be bronies. Which means when somebody calls a brony a man-child, or all bronies man-childs, they're referring to them too. That's the point he's trying to make. Gah! Listen to what's being said.
That's like comparing Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris to stupid kids who think that they can wrestle.
Blah blah, links in the description.
Or anything childish.
Do they even realize who they're insulting?
Here's a better question, Poe. In your commentaries, do you realize who you're commentating on?
Ooh, the better question game. Oh, I got one. Do you even listen to what you're commentating on?
You know, I mean, if they realized who they were calling the neck-bearded man-children, I think they would reconsider a little bit. Yeah, don't you think, once they realized that, oh, I just insulted Gabe Newell. I take that back, you know.
Okay. Poe, I can understand why stereotyping others doesn't feel good. The problem is, you are in no position to tell us that, quote-unquote,
and from what I've seen, you're in no position to be making a commentary on this.
Fandom stereotyping is wrong. When all you do is make commentaries on people who make fun of My Little Pony and the Bronies. Most of them are trolls who just wanted to get a reaction from the fans, or some of them are people who are just stating their opinions of the fan base or the show. You made so many commentaries on them, it's not even funny.
To you maybe, but he seems to amuse his subscribers, so he really has no reason to stop doing that.
But yeah, that's it pretty much for Brony stereotypes. Now on to furry stereotypes. Oh, I could go on for hours about this, but I'm only going to do like 2 or 3.
No. Fuck it. I'm going to skip the whole entire video to the end because the rest of his video is nothing but him doing this.
Translation. This next part contradicts me and makes me look bad, so I'm gonna take it out.
Brony stereotype number 1, all bronies.
Okay, he just mumbles and stuff for the next 35 seconds or so I'm gonna skip this. If you do want to see what he does here, I'll leave the link in the description below for you. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment here to briefly explain what he cut out of Poe's rant. Poe briefly addresses how a lot of people assume all furries have sex in their fursuits, and that they are all a bunch of freaks who fap off to bestiality, or something like that. He also explains why he doesn't spend so much time on this stereotype as the other, and if you want to see for yourself, once again, I'll leave the link in the description below. Jim99, of course, would not acknowledge this part of the rant since it contradicts him at the very beginning, saying that Poe does not defend any other fan bases besides Bronies. So, yeah, really nice there, Jim. Really nice.
Are not into that? Huh?
Poe, we already know that there are some bronies and furries out there that are not into bestiality.
Both say they know that everybody is into bestiality. Move on.
Oh, you mean like how you're doing right now? Because you're pretty much doing the same exact thing on what you assume the furries are doing by making themselves look good.
Again, not much of an opinion there. You seem to be insinuating and accusing of clopping. Get some proof, please. Get some proof.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just kind of want to get my own opinions on fandom stereotyping and how much it freaking pisses me off.
And remember, people, it's my opinion, so you better respect it. I respect your opinion too, despite I've made a bunch of commentaries on people that ranted and hating all the bronies out there. Do not question me.
Dear God, how stupid are you? You could have made a point there, but you just ruined it with your stupidity. Good job. Good job.
But, I hope you enjoyed it. You can say whatever you want in the comments. Well, like, favorite, comment, subscribe if you want to, I don't care. And I'll see you later.
Don't you mean stupider?
That's your opinion of this rant? The nostalgia critic saying fail? If you thought it was a, well, fail, why did you upload your rant in the first place?
Because that's how he is. If you watched his videos, you'd know he doesn't take anything seriously and treats everything as if it's just a big joke. But you wouldn't know because you don't research before you commentate.
That's the ending of the video. So, in conclusion, this rant video, as well as the creator of this, Poe, is nothing but one word: biased.
And you are one word: ignorant.
Because all he does, like I said before, is make a bunch of videos saying that the Brony fanbase is nothing like that. They're not into bestiality. They don't have sex. They don't find any of the ponies attractive. They don't do a bunch of creepy stuff.
He never says they are all like that. You deaf moron. Stop commentating.
And you cannot claim that the fanbase is great when there is proof that there are some really creepy cloppers and creepy people out there that make the fanbase look bad. So Poe, take it from me. Stop living in denial, and please.
Actually, he can, because all he is claiming that the fanbase is great. He's not claiming it's perfect. He knows that there are people out there in the fandom that are pretty messed up, but he believes they are a minority. So yes, he can say the fan base is great. He just can't say it's perfect.
Stop making videos defending the Brony fanbase by saying the same things over and over again, because at this point, you're pretty much stale. It's predictable at this point.
Stale's better than ignorant and clueless in my opinion. Take your own advice, please.
So anyways, this has been the Poor Man's Commentary, and this is Gate signing off. Thanks for watching.
Okay, well that's the end of that. To be sure you all know, everything I've said so far has all just been my opinion, nothing more. Poe shared his opinions, Jim shared his, and guess what? You can make up your own opinions on what you think. And if you want to share them, well, the comment box is right below. Speaking of comments, please leave me anything you think that I did wrong. I love hearing about my mistakes, love them being pointed out, so in the future I can avoid them. So, if you want to let me know what I did wrong, I would really appreciate it. Well, Jim, you were right. You did commit a commentary crime, but it wasn't jumping on an imaginary bandwagon. It was taking out parts of the rant, not to save time and keep people from being bored, but so you wouldn't look stupid. And even then, you still managed to do that. Great job. When I first noticed this commentary, it seemed familiar to me, the name of the poster. So I decided to check it out. As soon as I saw in the intro your avatar, I knew where I'd seen you before. I remembered the TOFProfessor's commentary where he, at the beginning, went on about what the heck your avatar was. So, curious about how you'd been gone for nearly a year and now we're back after the professor tore you apart. I was wondering how you'd do. And so I decided to watch it. And wow, all this time and you decide to come back, put yourself together, and it appears you are no better now than you were back then. My advice to you, don't commentate anymore. I'm sure you have other talents. Focus on something you're actually good at, because from what I've seen, you really have no chance in this kind of thing. So before I completely end this, I want to thank the TOFProfessor for the help he gave me on putting this together, the advice he gave me, and yeah, just all the help I got from him in general. So that's it. So here's the spiel you've all heard a million times. Like, dislike, subscribe or not. Just a warning though, I am a Brony, so subscribing to me could tarnish your reputation. This has been a Skan 120 commentary. Hope you were entertained. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a good life. See ya.